Saturday. I'm going to try something new today on the Daily Smoothie. I think I'm going to make Saturdays experimental smoothie Saturdays. So today I'm going to try something a little different, no dairy. I'm going to use this plant-based protein powder. And I'm going to go ahead and put it here so you can read the nutritional information real quick. It's got a very high amount of protein. It's also very sweet with a high amount of stevia in it, and it's got vanilla bean flavor. So this will be the protein ingredient in my experimental smoothie. I'm going to try to make an apple pie a la mode flavored smoothie today. So I have frozen sliced apples. I have unsweetened vanilla flavored almond milk. So between the vanilla in the almond milk and the vanilla in the plant protein, that'll be the a la mode part of the apple pie. And then I've got the frozen apples, and I got some cinnamon that we're going to add to the mix to give it that apple pie kind of flavor, hopefully. So again, experimental smoothie. We'll see how it tastes, and I'll do a taste test and give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down here. All right, so I'm going to start with a half cup of almond milk. I'm going to go ahead and pour that into one of my glasses here, and the reason I'm doing a half cup is because I want to kind of dissolve my protein powder. And in my use of this previously, I've kind of learned that it can clump up once the frozen fruit gets added to the mix. So I like to dissolve it first. That might be a tip that you'll want to try. So I'm going to go ahead and shake this up to dissolve the powder. Do the shake. All right, we'll let that sit for a minute. Probably need to shake it a little harder. Actually, that's just water coming off there from my dishwasher. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do another half cup now and put the apples in there so they can thaw a little bit, so they're not frozen solid. And I'm going to do a full cup of apples. So 1 full cup of apples. That's a pretty hefty cup there. Okay. And let's see if I can do this. I'll go ahead and just put those right into there for now and slosh it around a little bit. And that'll allow those to melt a little bit before we add them to the blender. All right, so while that's melting a little bit, I'm going to add the cinnamon in here. And I am going to do 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. I'm definitely a fan of the cinnamon. And hopefully that's not overwhelming. So again, it's experimental, so we'll kind of see how things turn out with this. And then I want to be really careful with this because the apples are pretty good sized chunks. So I need to be careful once I get this going here. So, it wants to come out all in one clump. That's what I was trying to avoid by adding it to the mix first. I'm just going to go ahead and get my hands in there, and we'll add some of it this way. See if I can get the rest of it to pour here. Oh, that wasn't too bad. That could have been disastrous, but it didn't turn out too bad. So actually, when I look at this, I'm going to add another cup of the almond milk just to fill up the fluid part of it. So we'll go ahead and measure out another full cup there. Add that to the mix. Didn't quite take the full cup, but we got a full blender glass now. And we're gonna go ahead and cue up the blender cam. We'll get this going. can actually now see the cinnamon in there. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. And then before you guys spend time making this, if it's horrible, I'll let you know. Not too bad. It doesn't taste exactly like I put an apple pie in the blender, but it's good. I would drink that. So I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Have a great weekend, guys. We'll talk to you later.